I don't know if he's going to be willing or not to talk on camera. If he's not, it's no big deal. I can talk for him. Hey everybody, welcome back to Mrs. RATTLECAN'S house. I am James, and this is the Week in Review number 28. Apparently my wife felt that I needed a reality check and reminded me yesterday that we have to be in the house in 90 days. I've got a lot of crap to do. We took the trim off of the windows. At least the windows that have either marble or granite window sills on them. They are either maple or redwood, and we're going to strip them and finish them and then put them back up. We're also going to reseat the window sills so that they actually are in the proper place, not slanted down and bowing and all the kind of stuff that's going on with them now. So, well, you know, that was fun. We also foamed windows, at least the sides and the top. We've gotten that for the most part sealed off. I actually did discover what was at one point some sort of insect colony. The popular thought at this point is it may have been some carpenter ants. We did have a rather large carpenter ant colony outside of the house that I dispatched with extreme prejudice. And this colony, or at least these shavings, or I don't know, ant poop, I don't know what you want to call it. I've talked to a couple of different people who both told me very similar things. I've poked and prodded in there with a screwdriver. There's not anything that's, you know, soft or spongy that I can find. I cleared all of that stuff out, and then I looked for some additional activity. I didn't see any additional activity, and so the popular thought is that it's just it's a problem that there was in the past, and we just kind of see what the leftover is. So I went ahead and I treated that with an insecticide, just really soaked in that whole area, and then we just continued on. We'll make note to look for any type of insect activity in the future and dispatch with it as need be. We also moved on to removing, well, what I thought was going to be something really easy, just taking the sink out of the counter in the tiny bathroom, which actually ended up being the removal of a piece of trim and the removal of the entire vanity top, and then as you can see, some rather ingenious mechanical leverage experiments, at least I thought so on my part, that finally were able to get that sink off of there. I don't know what they used to hold it on there, but it was, as we say, the bad juju. And then today, I spent most of the day getting finishing up getting the shop set up so that we can have what I like to call a stripper party. Not nearly as much fun as it sounds, because what we're doing is we're stripping all of the paint off of that trim that we pulled off earlier in the week, and I went ahead and helped Mrs. RATTLECAN get a head start, and I stripped off 4 layers of paint, including a lovely shade of taxi cab yellow, off of one of the metal covers in the tiny bathroom. And so now that is all set up. It's let's see, I think we hit 19 today, supposed to get back down to 10, and luckily our workshop is well insulated. I've got the heater going, so we're going to get her up to about 60 so that the stripper has a really good chance of working. And that's what we're going to do tomorrow. Anyways, that's what was going on. Hopefully next week we'll be able to hit a couple of much longer days. I hate doing this little piecemeal stuff. It just drives me crazy. I would much rather get in and spend 12 hours a day there than, come in and spend 4, because that drives me nuts. Anyways, thanks for subscribing. Thanks for commenting. Please continue to send us your comments. We appreciate them all. And be sure to friend us over on Facebook so you can get the much more frequent updates on what's going on. This is Mrs. RATTLECAN'S house. I'm James. You have a great one. Cheers.
If you enjoyed watching this episode of Mrs. RATTLECAN'S house, consider checking out this video. Be sure to subscribe to us on YouTube, and to get the latest updates on our progress, like us on Facebook. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon.
Perhaps we should have some wine.